Well, student parents at Georgia Southern's Armstrong campus in Savannah and Liberty campus in Hinesville have more than 1 million reasons to finish a degree. Thanks to a new grant, the university will be able to help student parents pay for child care. So Corine Ackerson-Jones wrote that grant for this new funding. She joins us in studio. Welcome to you.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so $1.6 million exactly is the amount. Where is this money coming from?
It's coming from the Department of Education.
Mm-hmm. And so you wrote the grant, and it specifies it's for students that are parents, and it's going to help them with child care. So specifically, beyond just being students that are parents, who's eligible for this?
Well, for a student to apply for the program, they have to be a Pell Grant recipient.
Mm-hmm.
And what we do when we look at that list of students who apply, we will look at the ones who are most needy, the most needy students.
So there is an income base with that.
Yes, absolutely.
And you have to qualify for Pell Grants. I was reading that in the information.
Absolutely.
All right, so $150 per week. Tell me about the impact that you know that will have for these students who are parents.
It'll have a great impact.
Yeah.
The students we're talking about, again, are the low-income students who are parents at our institution. Mm-hmm. And as parents in general, we want to find safe and affordable child care for our children. Mm-hmm. These students want the same thing like any other parent, but we both know that in this community and other communities, childcare is just almost unaffordable. Yeah. And so for a student who's already struggling financially to try to pay bills to take care of their personal needs as well as put their children in childcare, it can be difficult at times.
Because we see a lot of them just drop out. They can't go forward. They cannot realize their dreams because of that.
Absolutely, or they have to work more hours and they delay their graduation in order to pay for childcare.
Okay, so I know it goes on, it's a weekly payment. Where does the payment go? Does it go to the students or it goes to the child care specialists themselves? And how long will this go on?
Absolutely. Well, the grant is for a 4-year period.
Okay.
We'll pay up to $150 for a student, and the money does go to the child care facility. Mm-hmm. So we will be contracting with facilities that are certified in order to work with us. We'll have an MOU with the child care facility, and those are the ones who will get the money, not the student, because we don't want it to affect the student's financial aid.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that.
Absolutely.
Because if they're getting extra money coming to them, they may not qualify.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so it won't do that. All right. So is this effective now, or when does this begin? It's already started?
Well, the grant began on October 1st.
Yeah.
We're putting everything in place. Of course, you know, when you start a program, you have to put the infrastructure in place, and we're working on that right now. We're hiring a director. I will not be directing the grant, so we're hiring a director for the grant. Okay. And applications, we want them to be available in the month of November. So we're getting things in line and getting ready for our students.
You wear so many hats, you mean you're not going to direct that too?
No, sir, I won't be directing this.
All right, real quick before we finish, talking about the many hats that you wear, you are also the First Lady of Thankful Missionary Baptist Church.
Yes, sir.
We did, when Dr. Dandy died, we did a story about his legacy and the youth development program that he's doing. I know you all are hosting the funeral there. Talk a little bit about the loss for the community and for you all's church. He was a major force at the church as well, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Dr. Dandy and his wife, Dr. Dandy,
Dr.
Ellen Dandy,
yes.
Were a great foundation in our church. He was a Sunday school teacher. Both of them worked within our Sunday school, the Christian education in our church, as well as just supported the church as a whole. They've been there for many, many years before we even got there. So, and he's always been a supporter of the community. Yeah. And so that transitioned back to our church. You know, what he was a part of, we tried to be a part of as well. And so he will be so greatly missed for his philanthropy, for his care and compassion, not just in the church, but outside of the church. But he wasn't only a member, he was a friend.
He was a friend. I know you and your husband, Pastor Bobby Jones, have been friends with him for years and years.
Absolutely.
So I'm sorry for your personal loss as
Thank
well.
you so much.
Thanks for coming in.